Amazing job to Ali and Lewis for putting this whole thing together. I know a lot of you guys traveled from all walks of life all over the world to come join us, so I just want to say very honored that you're here today. I know we're starting off with some Q&A, so any way I can help you best, open book, any questions, any way I can serve you, just let me know.
Welcome back guys to another video. So we're here today in the business class lounge for Emirates. You may recognise this familiar face to my right here, Mr. Haider. I'll get him to intro himself in a minute. So we're flying to Dubai today to host the next GCC event, which is the Gents in the Desert sequel, where Iman Gadzhi would be delivering a mastermind to 20 entrepreneurs from around the world. So you'll be seeing all the cool stuff that entails over the next few days. Mr. Haider?
Yeah, just following on from that really. Find myself in business class once again. I don't quite understand how this happens, but yeah, here we are, blessed with Lewis again, partner in crime. We seem to get together and do these events and have a really good time on the way there, good time there. This is a special event, this one. This is the first one. I think Iman attended the last one last year, so you know, this was his suggestion. He wanted to get everybody together, do some really cool things. So we've got a mastermind planned, we've got some MMA and paddle, because I know all the kids love that kind of stuff these days. I don't know what happened to just getting together and having a steak and a fucking cigar, but you know, everyone wants to do a half marathon, so why not? But yeah, we're gonna get together. Just had a nice bit of breakfast. There was poppadom, so I took the bait. Prior to that, even though we're flying business class, I was once again pretty standard violated at the airport, but you know, it's an occupational hazard. Still blessed, still here. Violated or not, I've just had some steak and some poppadom, so life's good. And yeah, next stop Dubai.
As our intro from Mr. Haider. Yeah, short and sweet. It was nice of him also to tell the rest of the lounge exactly who we are, what we're doing, what our businesses are, our national insurance numbers, so on and so forth. But we're very excited for this whole trip, for all the guests who are coming in for Iman's mastermind. We're very privileged to be here hosting it. Cut to some amazing scenes of the lounge, the plane. Probably have a little bit more of a podcast style chat on the plane, maybe in the bar. See if I can extract some of the leadership insight out of Ali, which I think is his speciality, to give you guys a load of value watching this.
First impressions on the seat. Once again, I've been hard done by. I've ended up somehow in the lesser of the two seats, and I am already fully prepared when we get to Dubai. Lewis Everett will be facing Jumeirah Beach, and I'll be facing Old Dubai or a wall, which is what usually happens. But you know what? We're here. We're seated.
So far, we've already got complaints because there's no Wi-Fi on the plane, even though we're still on the ground.
Yeah, I'm a busy person. I need to be online all the time. I'm not used to these cutouts that we're currently having.
Already he's asking for a refund, which is standard him, to be honest with you. But he's happy with the seat. He's got his charger. He's all tucked in, ready to go. So we're going to have a nice little bit of haram in Ali's words. Yeah, he was offered. He's already actually finished his champagne. So.
Stay sick cause I follow my gut. They say I was pushing my luck. I'ma push me a matte all black truck. Oh, I'm not
so you would have seen some shots of the bar there on the plane, which actually is my favourite part of the plane, just because there's always people there from different walks of life, different businesses, doing different things, and you actually bump into some quite interesting people there over a drink and chat about business. I actually picked up a client from there once. He owns some nightclubs. Got chatting to him on the way back from Bali. You never know who you're going to bump into, essentially. I would always recommend, if you can, book in business class because of that reason alone, especially when you have a companion to take with you. But he likes the bar. Very privileged to be here, aren't we, mate?
Stay Stay sick cause I follow my gut. They say.
So we're halfway into this 7-hour flight, and I thought we'd drop some sauce on leadership. We have probably one of the best in the game here to give you the advice on that. Right. Mr. CEO of GCC.
That's right.
Chief of Product to Educate, Mr. Ali Haider. Give me your top 3 tips for leadership, please.
I would say the top 3 tips I would give. If you're going to talk about it, be about it. Right? So like what that means is, for example, in the business, if you're talking about people having certain values of being punctual, respectful, and all these kind of things, then you have to embody that yourself first and foremost. All the standards and everything there. That's number 1. That's number 1. Number 2, I would say understand that people in a business, or in anything for that matter, have different temperaments, right? So even creative people generally are not going to need tough love. They're going to need to be like a little bit more compassion, a little bit more a different approach to them. Even within a sales team, you'll get somebody who needs a right kick up the arse to get them going, or you'll need somebody who needs an arm around the shoulder. So understand that different people have different temperaments, right? And I think finally, as a leader, always give away the credit to everyone else. So if someone, if something's gone wrong, it's on you. And if something goes right, give the credit to the other people. And that's a very, very important thing for a leader to do, to ensure that the team feels that value from them.
Would you class yourself as a good leader?
I think I'm developing. I think I'm learning. I come from a different background work-wise. Last 2 years I've come into the online space. It's a very different environment, very different rules and regulations. Obviously, you have less face-to-face interaction with people because people work remotely. So that's a challenge. Whereas back in the day, you'd have, you could read someone's body language face-to-face. So then I'm working around and surrounding myself with people who are great leaders, and I think I'm becoming a better one.
I agree. I think you're a good leader, mate. Cheers.
Cheers.
Gin and tonic this. We've got to do a quick apartment tour. Ali, you know what he's like. He's just taking the best room for himself. Beautiful little apartment here on JBR with some great views. The much requested shisha balcony for the man. And then we go through here. We've got my bedroom. Obviously, I've been thrown out of having the CEO room. That's reserved for Ali. Can't knock it, to be fair. Views on views. Can't see much out there at the moment. Welcome to day 2. The weather is very nice here at the moment. We're just on JBR. So I'm just on the way to one of many little meets, going to meet Vassal Jaberi. He did very well at exiting his econ business, which sold car auto tuning parts. So like cap deletes, that sort of thing, tuning chips. Gonna go meet him at a place called Blah Blah for some shisha and coffee. Should be very good, and I'll let him tell his story himself. So he's quite a cool guy. Maybe we'll get a shot of him turning up, and can't remember the name of what he calls it. I think it's Susie, the McLaren that he's got. Very interesting guy. So cut to him telling you exactly who he is and what he does. So here she is. Here's Susie, Vassal's car, 570S. Maybe I'll get a shot inside it in a minute after coffee. And then we've just had delivery of the G. Maybe I'll call the G Gloria.
You gotta
Gloria.
call it Heidi.
Heidi.
Because it's German.
Heidi Klum.
Alrighty.
Alrighty then, mate.
Lighting in here good?
So everyone, as promised, we've got Vassal here, the famous Vassal Jabari. We're in his 570S, giving you an insider view. I'm a bit wide for this car.
Yeah, you're a little big guy.
Yeah, suits you much better. So I'm gonna let Vassal explain to you a little bit about him, a little bit what he had to do to get this car and the story behind it, because I think it's an amazing, inspiring story for everyone watching. So Vassal, over to you, mate.
Yeah, man. So I own an e-commerce company. Just recently had an exit. Let me turn these lights back on for you guys. I own an e-commerce company in the tuning and aftermarket auto parts space. Just had an exit out of one of the bigger parts of that portfolio. Still have a team, still have 20 full-time staff, so it's very systemized. Obviously, it didn't start that way. I started it on my own. I was doing all of this customer service, all the fulfillment of the orders, having to negotiate with distributors and taking care of shipments and fulfillment, of course, but now the team kind of runs it. So right now we're sitting in what was my dream car when I was in college. So I had a little printer, and I had a couple like things on my vision board. Like I had a nice house, I had like a picture of like family, I had my actual family, and like kind of places I wanted to be. And
One of it was a McLaren 570S as well, just a little tiny one, kind of printed in the college days where probably I couldn't even afford to like change the oil in one of these with the money I was making. So a few years down the road, actually several years, like I'm 31 years old, that was when I was like in my early to mid 20s. I came down to Dubai, was looking to make like a, you know, a little gift purchase for myself, and I figured, well, I'm kind of into cars, really into McLarens. If there's one around here, maybe I can snatch it, and it's exactly what happened. So it started with like a little, tiny little low resolution photo, and then
now we're in the
next thing you know, I've owned it for a year, and you know, it's never given me problems. If anything.
And what's her name? You've named her?
Oh, so it's a British car, and I always name my cars after, usually I give them female names, and I'm like, I gotta give this car like the perfect name, and I'm like, who is the most iconic British UK female that I can think of? And I'm like, well, you gotta name it after Princess Diana.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I told them it was Susie in the intro. Thought it was Susie.
No, so we named it Diana, and then if you actually go through here, you can change the Bluetooth name, the module's name to whatever you want. So it's actually called Diana. So when you connect with your phone, it says, you know, connected to Diana. The name comes from that, and Diana's a freaking character, and everybody who gets to experience her loves her. Honestly, one of the best parts of owning this car now is when kids see it and they just flip out.
So I actually, when I come earlier, there's a kid just watching, like taking a picture of it, because I think it's orange, it's so iconic.
If I witness that and I see that their parents are around and, you know, they're cool, and I'm around and I have time, I'll like unlock it, like I'll open the doors, I'll tell the parents, be like, hey, is it okay if he sits in it? Like, you can turn it on. I'll put them in the passenger seat, I'll rev it for them and stuff, and they love it. So like, that's one of my favorite things with it now.
Well, mate, honestly, congrats on the car. Congrats on everything you did. I think the second time I've been in Diana, we took you for a rip in March last year.
We did,
But give me one piece of advice that you can tell someone watching this, how they can get their own McLaren one day.
The best thing you can do, especially if you're young, is reduce the time of idea to execution. So if you have an idea, you've thought of it for a bit, instead of asking people and trying to see if it's the right thing to do and whatnot, just go and do it. Because odds are, if you spent 2 years trying to think of the perfect way to do it, guaranteed the first time you actually go out and have a real world experience, you'll scrap 99% of the ideas that you had.
I believe they call that the imperfect action.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's the best way to shorten it. So it's like, and the reason I say that is, when you do that when you're young, you have nothing to lose. If anything, you have things to gain, and what'll probably happen is that original idea that you had, you'll completely scrap it, but along the way, you'll come up with another idea. Like, I never thought I was going to be in e-commerce. Right? If I sat here and I gave you an hour story of where I actually started, you would never assume that I would be like an e-commerce business owner. Because that's not what I aspired to do. I just tried different things. Most of them failed. Most of them weren't what I expected, until I landed on something that was the perfect fit. So that's it. Don't sit around thinking too much. Just go fucking do something.
Go fucking do something, in the words of Vasal Jabari.
Yeah.
You're a gent. I appreciate the little interview.
Thanks, man.
So we are straight into the second interview in the G-wagon. Jack Robson, my mate. So we met at the Henley Regatta about 6 months ago now, and Jack is a very talented guy, Northerner, which we love. He runs his VA agency, which I'm going to let him tell you more about. So tell me, and you live here, Jack, tell people a little bit about that and what you do.
Yes, so we basically help businesses in the UK recruit, hire and then manage Filipino talent. Specifically, we are in Dubai. I moved here purely for logistical reasons, obviously being a central point between the UK and the Philippines. So yeah, so Lewis is out here. He's at a big event the next couple of days, so we thought we'd link up and go for a spin in the G-wagon.
There you go, mate. Thanks for jumping on. I like to get as many business owners, founders, entrepreneurs on here as possible to inspire people like you watching this, because I think anyone can do what we do, mate.
Mate, 100%.
So yeah, cheers for jumping on, mate, and let you enjoy your ride.
Yeah, thanks for giving me the
chauffeur ride,
yeah.
Mate. So I've just pulled up round the corner here, just waiting for some friends. We were in a cool car, obviously, but the thing is about Dubai, everyone's got a cool car, everyone's got a G-wagon or a Lambo or a Ferrari, and I don't see how you can't go away feeling inspired from that. not feeling inspired from that, sorry. It's an amazing place, and you know, I always say and joke, oh, you know, I'm over it, but every time I come back, you can't help thinking that you need to push them more within business, within life, within health, within everything. It's such a cool place full of amazing people, such a diverse group of people as well, which I think is awesome. If you haven't been, I recommend that you get yourself out here ASAP just to experience the culture per se, what it has to offer, because you will leave feeling like you need to push on and do so much more than what you're doing. And also, can we just give it up for the view? I mean, literally pull down a little side street here and then look at that there. Got the Burj Khalifa in the background. Wow. Excuse me, can I ask you, what do you do for a living?
I run a members club called Gents Croquet Club.
Successfully?
Doing alright. Doing alright.
Cheers, mate. Catch you later.
Stay sick cause I follow my bike.
Thoughts on day one, mate?
Good. Had a good time. Met some people who are not GCC but heard about what we do and came and joined.
They're
us
impressed
today.
as well, I think.
Yeah, all interested in when we open up memberships and stuff. So good first day. I do love Dubai, I must admit. It's grown on me. To enjoy the energy. I mean, it's what, 3 a.m.
Yeah.
There's brothers on
Parties in the streets.
Brothers on the bridge with a bit of the old Bollywood vibe going on. Feel like shaking a leg, but one of my knees is goosed, so I'll probably just leave it for now.
Day one, rounded it off, mate. So welcome to day 2 of the Dubai trip. We're here at Atlantis the Royal on the Palm. We're going to be heading to Nobu for a little bit of a meeting to speak about the itinerary over the next few days and exactly what's going to be going on. Have some amazing food. This, I think, is probably up there at the moment with the best hotel in Dubai. I mean, look at that. We've got the fountains in the background. It's all cushy. Dubai's treating us well so far. Focus on how I've just taken 500 Great British pounds off him at paddle. How much money did you take off him, Philip?
I lost 300 pounds.
But these boys can't pay you in normal money, they have to pay you in crypto, which is actually hugely inconvenient for me. Catch you later, catch you later. Welcome to day 3 of the vlog, and we'll kick it off with this. So we're doing dune buggying, and we're just a little safety deposit box for everyone's watches today. So just, that's Martino here. Cue some shots for the dune buggying. We've got 20 people here today from all around the world. It's gonna be an amazing day. Super, super excited to get into it. Hopefully you enjoyed those shots there of the dune buggying and the falconry and all that cool stuff. Got some more cool people to intro you to here. As you can see again, Dubai traffic is crazy. We've literally just got out and decided to walk. So we got Marty, who you all know here. Say hello to everyone, Marty. She's actually got my motocross jersey on because it's freezing in the desert, so everyone here's got different items on my clothing on that I packed. She says she thinks she's got a fever. We've obviously got Ali and then Usman.
Yo,
intro you to Usman, the big man. So Usman, tell the people who you are, what you do a little bit. Go on then, I'll give you the reins.
My name's Usman Kiani. I own a sales consulting business. I'm here, GCC event. I didn't really know what I was coming for. I was coming to get off my desk for a few days because I've been working non-stop. So I thought, let me just do something different. I'm glad I've done it because all I've done for the last few weeks is just work non-stop. I'm absolutely just taking over this vlog. Let me just talk some shit for a bit. Shall I give you a motivational talk? Are you ready? Nah, it's not me, not my energy that. Either do it or don't.
What have you just
do it or
said
stay
on
broke.
What has
I give
he
him a motivational talk. Do it or stay broke.
Just do it and stay broke. So hopefully there you've got some crazy sauce off Usman. Check him out on socials. Usman.
Link in the description.
Is it Usman.Kalani?
Usman Kiani official.
Kayani, sorry. Usman Kayani official. Check him out for all the sales sauce. Absolute legend. Peace out. We are here at Aura Sky Pool for day 4 of the official GCC event. As you can see, we've hired out the whole of Aura Sky Pool. Very, very once in a lifetime experience for all of our guests, which is, I think, the norm for GCC. Iman's going to deliver an amazing mastermind today. We're going to head on to a yacht for a few hours. We've got some cool stuff like jet skiing and that sort of thing. And then we're going to go to Verde at Jumeirah, which is one of my favorite restaurants in Dubai, to wrap up the day and carry on further conversations. We've got Ali here from GCC. We've got Lou behind the camera as well, so make sure you go follow them and stay tuned for the rest of this cool day.
Just close your eyes.
So hopefully you enjoyed that there at Aura Sky Pool. You've just seen us getting in the car with the one and only Avery. How do you pronounce the second name? Chauhan. Avery's going to tell you a little bit about what he does. We're sitting in his lovely Aston Martin DB11 at the moment. Very cool guy. I would say, do you mind if I call you Mr. Stockholm?
Yeah, go for it. I mean, that's kind of where we're at now. So
Avery, tell us a little bit more about who you are and what you do and how you made your way to Dubai.
yeah, so probably 10 years ago, I started this YouTube channel for literally just uploading my favorite music. And first year, like, it was a passion thing. I was 14, so made nothing the first year. The second year at 100k subscribers, and I have this very vivid memory of making. Oh, shit, I have to go back. We're just dead. I'll just follow them. It's easier.
Yeah.
I have this very vivid memory of making $4,400 in April of 2016 when I was 15. I was just sitting there. My dad had this like internet cafe kind of thing. I was just there, and I was like, fuck, I'm making more than both of my parents, and I'm just in school, 15 years old, doing like basically nothing, just on my computer like a couple hours a day. So obviously from there, just scaled it up as I knew best at the moment, and probably within 3 years hit 1 million subscribers. Next logical step from there was just having a record label. Tried it 3 times, failed. Then YouTube business was still the main thing. 3 times failed. Started in 2020 again, and yeah, that's the most successful it's been now, and that's been 4 years. Main business, record label. Started as a traditional record label. Now we don't really do the traditional stuff of signing an artist, albums, this and that. We're building our own artist profiles, and yeah, doing really well. Hopefully going into live in a couple of years, doing festivals, probably starting in Stockholm if things work. Yeah, and now last year started this events company that's going really well.
And if you want to go to one of the craziest events, so he recently hosted one in Stockholm, which I unfortunately couldn't go to just because I was busy planning this. If you want to go to one of the craziest events that you've ever been to, the sort of events where you can win a Rolex, have network with some of the most amazing people, Avery is your man.
That's the one, yeah. You gotta come out to Stockholm, experience the real winter, snowy winter. It's very cozy in my opinion. It's not very sunny and everything, but it's a really amazing. This annual event that we're throwing now is just social networking, end of year, free of charge, invite only, guest list is very strict.
When's that, sorry?
It's arbitrary, end of November, early December every year. Yeah.
Keep your calendars free the whole of November is the place to be. Thank you very much, Avery, for featuring on the vlog. I appreciate you, mate, and good luck, mate. Thanks for the lift as well.
It's been amazing, bro. This is our second day yet. We are at the beginning of the day, and honestly, it's a blast, bro. We are joining with people like Gregory, like you, bro, like Ali, like Nabi, bro. Networking, many information.
Gregory.
This is the first edition that I came in. It's keep evolving. This one, it's a one of a kind for myself. It's amazing, the vibe, the people, good connections. Yeah, Louis, is the best host, yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, Habibi.
Okay.
Habibi, come to Dubai.
Tell the people what you do for a living?
I'm in SaaS. I own 3 SaaS businesses. The most successful one is a theme company, so I own the #1 theme for Shopify. It's called Shrine Theme. You can get 50% off using CM50.
Shameless, he doesn't deserve any more airtime. But for real, George is a real player. Check out his theme on Shopify. So many econ people watching this.
Yeah, we get like 5k people per month using our themes.
All right, he doesn't need me. He doesn't need me. And of course, we've got the person who you all know, Marty. I won't let her intro because she's introed 4 times on my YouTube channel now.
Yes.
Just say hello.
Hi, I'm Marty. I make people famous.
So we're here at Verde Beach Club. We've got Usman and Seal behind the camera here, which is somewhat not sure if I can trust them. They're laughing at me right now behind the camera, you can't see. But yeah, so we're here at Verde Beach Club. Iman's about to join us. We've got the Burj Al Arab here. We've got 20 entrepreneurs. We've got Gregory here. Hey. See the camera there? We've got Gregory here, so we're having an amazing time. We've just come off the yachts. So far, amazing. That's all I could ask for in terms of an event. Ali's got his shisha. So wave to the camera at the bottom of the table. Ali's got his shisha, he's happy. We've got Dimitri. We've got Dylan, Jan, Marie, Nabi, everyone. We've got Lou joining me in here. What's going on? Cool.
Stay sick cause I follow my gut. They say I was pushing my luck. I'ma push me a mad all black truck.
Yeah, fall back to trust my brothers from way back from the north. Whiskey and Dior, spend it like they owe me. Gotta stay select, don't come around to me, better.
And just like that, we are on to day 4 of the event. We're here at the Paddle Edition. You would have just seen us at TK MMA there with Dale, who is the owner. He delivered an awesome session and got everyone blown, which was what was needed this morning, I think. A bit of health to match all of the networking sort of business side of things that we've been doing. And then we are now on to a place called the Paddle Edition, which I would say is probably the most as aesthetic as it gets for a paddle court place. So give this place a look here. Very, very nice. So just a bit of food and then we're going to do a little paddle tournament, friendly but competitive tournament. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, Habibi.
Habibi.
Lewis.
I came to Dubai. Tell me about what you do.
Yeah, so my name is Asil Al-Jahani and I'm in Saudi, from Saudi Arabia. I have an advertising agency that basically scales e-com brands to the roof. We're talking millions and millions. That's it.
Simple, sweet.
Simple as that. That's Facebook calling me right now.
So. No, it's Mark. Mark's up above.
Did you hear his ringtone? It's the compossible ringtone.
And then we got Hassan.
Yes, what's up, guys? My name is Hassan Al-Aishi.
You will hear the coolest intro.
Very simple, very straightforward. My name is Hassan Al-Aishi. I'm from Canada. Recently moved to Dubai, and pretty much what I do is I buy land, I build homes, and I sell them.
Make money.
That's it.
You know us, man. We'll get into you later again.
Sure, man. Anytime when you're ready.
When you're ready.
Creme
de la creme. And then, of course, you all know Marie from the Marbella blog.
Exactly.
The
Can
nightmare.
I say what I do? I'm not a nightmare. I am not a liability.
Yeah.
Occasionally, once in a while.
Okay.
But that's part of the charm. What can I
Tell
say?
them what you do then.
I am from Canada, currently living in California, and I do ghostwriting, content storytelling, and brand strategy.
And play paddle.
I am excellent at paddle, once in a while.
And that was everyone's intro. To intro you to the most nonchalant man in Dubai. If you know what that word is, you'll see what I mean. So this is George. I'll let him tell you a little bit more about him. He's from Cyprus.
George, I'm 22, from Cyprus. I own 3 SaaS companies. Yeah, that's my story.
George is super successful. You essentially build you got Shopify template.
Yeah.
You've just launched an app. Well,
so we have
building an app.
the #1 theme for Shopify in e-commerce in the world. We have another company renting like agency accounts for TikTok, which they have more benefits to them. We have another B2B application called Temple. It's like a Slack plus Discord plus
productivity app.
Yeah, basically a super app for productivity only for companies. But right now we're creating another portal for virtual assistants. Yeah.
A man of many talents.
Yeah, I'm trying my best, and I also just destroyed everyone on paddle. So
because we know that. So that there has just made everyone believe that you potentially just lied about everything you've just said as well. But yeah, thanks for jumping on, mate.
Robert knows no.
We've had a very jam-packed few days. We haven't really given the vlog any outro, like anything to finish with, so we thought we'd do it on the plane now. The feedback for the event has been absolutely phenomenal. All the guests seem to have enjoyed it immensely. Feedback forms have gone out. We're just on our way back, fly back to Manchester now. We've got, I think, a very excited and busy Q1 ahead for GCC and some of the plans that we've got. We're both excited to get thrown into it. Yeah, mate, what were your thoughts on the event overall? What we're saying?
I think you always go into the event a little bit nervous, right? Especially when Iman's going to be at the event as well. There's logistics of that. It's very difficult, but I think there was a moment when I was stood at Aura Sky Pool, right? I'd never been there before, and you and I went like 5-10 minutes before, didn't we, just to make sure everything's okay? And I just looked, and it was like, you know, like I said, there's always concerns before any event, especially one that's got so much packed in, especially one that's got Iman attending. The logistics of it.
I think a lot of high rollers as well there.
There was a lot of people, obviously a lot of demand, and then you've got to meet that, right? You've got to meet it in terms of the aesthetic of the event, the value of the event. Everything has to be spot on, right? And I think just the Aura Sky Pool day, I mean, I remember just stood up there having a look out and thinking, wow, like how far we've come in the way that we organize events. And I think, like you said, the feedback has been phenomenal from everybody. Like everybody got what they needed. Everybody, you know, there's so many people that came to this event that were not members and are now wanting to be members, and I think that is the ultimate testimonial for an event, that 6 people flying from all over the world and they're literally chewing your ear off when you're trying to eat, that they just want to join, they want to join. But of course it's not that easy to join, right? Memberships are not open and we need to do a lot of vetting and stuff, but the fact of the matter is they enjoyed the event enough to do that, and I know the feedback from Iman as well has been amazing, and this has all been his organising, by the way. I'm not going to sit here and take any credit for the logistics and the organisation.
No, we're a team now.
You know, he knows, he's well travelled, he knows the location. So yeah, it was amazing, an amazing event, and already planning the next one in earnest. Like Lewis said, Q1 of next year is going to be pretty epic. Some surprises along the way, but yeah, buzzing.
Sweet. That was Ali Haider, CEO of GCC. Please make sure you like, comment and subscribe for the next video, which will probably be a quick one with Rome next week. Also keep an eye out for Iman's vlog. I believe he's doing a vlog on the whole event as well, which will be really interesting. So go over and take a look at that, and see you on the next one.
Not sorry. Stay sick cause I follow my gut. They say I was pushing my luck. I'ma push me a matte all black truck. Oh, I'm not